Hello, dear students. I am Samir Velankar and I welcome all of you to this another video about NP completeness. And let's see a question asked in GATE 2014. Very interesting question. Suppose a polynomial time algorithm is discovered that correctly computes the largest click in the given graph. What? Now the click problem, as you all know, we have proved it in the earlier video, is NP complete. The click problem is NP complete. Now, what is NP complete problem? Just excuse me, I am just describing a few things again. We have NP problems, the subset of this is P. Then we have NP hard problems, and the intersection of NP hard and NP is NP complete, isn't it? Now, by definition, NP complete is both NP and NP hard because it is in the intersection of both these sets, NP and NP hard. Just understand again, what do you mean by NP complete problem is that every problem in NP, whatever problems are there in NP, are reducible to the problem in NP complete. So we have the click problem, isn't it? Imagine that this problem A is a click problem in NP complete. Then all the problems in NP are reducible in polynomial time to this click problem. What that means is that the click problem is as hard as all these NP problems. And now the fun part is that if somebody solves the click problem in polynomial time, if the problem A, that is click problem, is solved in polynomial time, hello, right now it is solved, but it is solved in exponential time. If somebody gets a polynomial time algorithm for the click problem, then all these NP problems, which take a lot of time, exponential time, also will be solved in polynomial time. What that means is all these problems NP are solvable now in polynomial time. If you solve single click problem, and obviously the other problems in NP complete, like satisfiability problem, there is one more problem called satisfiability, isn't it? Even that will get solved because in the earlier video we saw how click problem and satisfiability problem are reducible, isn't it? Reducible to each other and they are equivalent. So all the NP complete problems also will get solved in polynomial time. What that means is this set NP will get merged with NPC. Are you understanding? Because all the problems in NP now are solved with in polynomial time, and all NP complete problems like A, B, C I have labeled here are also solved in polynomial time. But then hello, if NP and NPC become polynomial time, then they merged with P, isn't it? That subset bulges. This P subset will bulge and all the problems have come into P. That means P equal to NP equal to NPC. Such a simple argument, isn't it? D option is correct. And note, in this particular question, they have not spoken anything about NP hard. Are you understanding? So NP hard will still stay. Actually, some NP complete problems and in all the NP problems. I mean, see this again. This NP complete problems will be polynomial time now, and NP problems also will be polynomial. So all the problems have become polynomial. So this entire set will be merged with polynomial time class problems. That means P will be equal to NP will be equal to NPC, but they have not spoken anything about NP hard. So we will get finally a set where P is equal to NP is equal to NPC, but NP hard will still stay. And note, now there won't be any intersection because NP hard problems are so difficult that even there is no polynomial time verification algorithm for NP hard. Previously, NP problems, had some polynomial time verification algorithm. At least you can verify. But for NP hard, you don't even have the verification algorithm which works in polynomial time. So this will be the result actually after something like this happens, but they have shown only the relation between P, NP and NPC. Option D is correct. I guess you have followed this. Thank you very much.